The Clash Royale League World Finals, Morten, Mohamed Light, let's go! Good luck's out in both directions.
And a big smile there from Mo to kick things off. Royal Ghost down, Ewiz in response. Very similar looks so far.
And just slow playing here. No one wants to overcommit. We've seen that a couple times this weekend when a lot is on the line. Players lose their cool, and right now Morten and Mo just going, let's just cycle in the back for a minute here, guys. Let's slow play into this. This is only game number 1 of 3.
Not exactly the mirror match here, so see some differences here. Tank killers are different, champions are different. Mother Witch out for Morten.
Morten leaks just about 1 there. Same on the other side of Mo. And that bar barrel perfectly timed. Mother Witch out of cycle. Graveyard comes in, but he's got poison.
Yeah, poison and Mother Witch. That's gonna make things very difficult for Mohamed Light as time goes on. Clean King Tower activation there.
And he takes some damage for it, but you probably talk to a lot of pros out in the world. They say, I'll take that few hundred damage on either side. I want that King Tower to help me out through the rest of this game.
So Poison, Ewiz, Bar Barrel, and Mother Witch, lots of responses to that graveyard when things go down. Ewiz, of course, critical for both players to reset the burn of the Inferno Dragon and the spin of that Mighty Miner's Drill.
And that King Tower should help a lot moving through with the deck selection that Morten has, looking to get on tower regularly. No range units gonna be doing much there. Obviously the Piggy's gonna come down, the Royal Ghost's gonna come down, but that King Tower is a big pull here. And Mo Light knows that Morten was just about to use that ability.
Yeah, really nice Ewiz out of Mo and a Baby Dragon as well to help things out. Mother Witch being played high so far by Morten, so not trying to go for that big turn on the graveyards. Ewiz comes down,
the freeze!
And that's a big freeze.
Morten doesn't want to poison. The freeze comes in. Now the Baby Dragon's on tower. Golden Knight to keep this Mega Knight at bay, and Mohamed Light screams into the lead.
35 seconds left in regulation. NATO to clean all that up. Although Morten will go into our double elixir, into our sudden death pier with a potential elixir advantage.
Yeah. And Royal Ghost gonna get on tower here. Inferno and King gonna help out, but Morten narrows that gap.
A little less than 200 HP separating these two players at the moment. Bar Barrel to try to help out with that brilliant Mighty Miner play. And now Ram Rider behind, Ewiz as well. Golden Knight trying to play defense here. Ram Rider not gonna connect courtesy of a defensive freeze.
But you look at the elixir difference here, and the biggest thing is, yes, there's a very healthy Baby Dragon on the board. Morten has to play a very strong defense here. No trigger is pulled. Baby Dragon does get the splash though. Mo decides to reset.
Let's see, does he go high with the Ewiz? And he does. Ewiz to work. Bowler trying to stop the Ewiz from being involved in the game here, but the Mega Knight leaps forward. Ewiz does go off the board. Nice sequence here for Mo.
Yeah, no splash damage in there for Morten. 1858 to 1731. Damage done on the right-hand side. Maybe gonna see another defensive freeze here. No!
Wow! What a
there
connection.
It is!
And now that late defensive freeze as well. So Mo starting to fall behind a little bit here as Morten has opened up the first significant lead of about 400 HP.
And you can see Morten goes, I am never going to have that poison out of cycle again. I am never going to try to defend in a different way because we saw what happened before. So it's all about Mo trying to bait out that poison by stacking at the bridge.
Graveyard down, Mega Knight trying to hold on up top, but again, that Inferno Dragon doing its job. Royal Ghost looking for a distraction up high. Mother Witch taking care of Ewiz in the mix.
Mother Witch finally in cycle to deal with that graveyard, but not a lot out of it. And now Mo is piling up on that left-hand side.
Dual lane pressure now from Mohamed Light as the focus on the Brand Rider on the right-hand side. The left-hand side turns into a problem for Mo. Mother Witch in the mix. Piggy's on the tower.
That bowler lineup was perfect on the Ewas, but Mo still dealing with a lot. 1354 and 1326. Ram Rider behind. Another defensive freeze in.
The dual lane pressure has been huge. 19 seconds left, 1326 to 1314. Right now, Poison trying to make that gap here, but Graveyard in. Is Mother Witch available? She is way in the back.
Look at that
Golden Knight
dash!
for a big
Look at
time
the dash! That is
Golden Knight
massive!
dash. Freezes in. 5 seconds left. Can the Poison tick enough? Can the Poison? It's not going to do it.
It's not enough. It's not enough. Mo takes game number 1, and he's now 1 away from being world champion.
What a wild game that was. Back and forth, body blows, head kicks, people on the edge, and you see Mama Light there pump for her boy.
Incredible control. The pressure in both lanes were relentless. The bowler lineups on one side, the freezes on the other. Morten had a huge connection, but it didn't shake Mo.
It was that Golden Knight at the end, up until then. And if the Golden Knight connection didn't happen, that's Morten's game.
He's got to look for that. Mo has been one of the best to ever do it with the NATO Golden Knight combo. Whether he's doing it with Drill, whether he's doing it with Golem, or whether he's doing it with Graveyard Freeze, he is going to get that GK on tower.
And you gotta imagine he loves having played Bowler GY Freeze in this first game, because there's 3 cards you're not gonna use in a whole lot of other decks, so it opens up a ton of opportunities now. Of course, NATO gone, Golden Knight gone, Baby Dragon gone, but Inferno Dragon as well, not a big concern. That leaves a very wide deck pool for Morten and Jules to contend with.
Let's take a look here at our predictions. Very curious to see these numbers. And again, Morten dropping down lower than he has before in this tournament. 66 to 34. 2/3 of the people out there in the world think Momo's gonna go home champion.
Well, at this point, those odds seem about right. He has the win, he has the game advantage. Morten now has to reverse sweep to get this one. This is Mo's game to win.
And this is the situation that, if you are a fan of Morten, you have been worried about since back in 2019. That second place idea again here. He has to bounce back in game number 2.
Let's take a look at the replay from game number 1. Little shot from this one, and here you go. Things are very, very close at this point. You see this huge push coming down the right-hand side. The defensive freeze, often that feels like it's the last gasp of a dying deck, but instead it saves the day here. And then this NATO play to get the Golden Knight on tower. GG, well played,
and then
brilliant.
he gets all the way back around to the freeze again, and while those piggies pile up, there's not enough time, not even 100 HP separating the two, but that's the way it goes in Clash Royale. Game 1 to Mohamed Light, game 1 to the Prince of Egypt. Can Morten bounce back?
Well, he certainly can, but of course there are so many things working against him. Right now he has 3 minutes to decide his fate. Let's go ahead. Game number 2 right now. You hear the German fans trying to give energy like the old days of yelling at Hulk Hogan through your TV screen, just hoping he takes that power into a win. And again, once more, we go from roars to silence.
Morten looking like he could be going bait here, could be going drill. Either way, it's going to be something fast. Cannon out to catch that mortar. And Mohamed Light going to mortar once again when everything's on the line. You love to see it because he's been playing so well. And that's a nice King Tower activation early that's going to help Morten quite a bit with those pesky little diggers.
I guess that after seeing the log and the cannon, you saw Mo kind of go, oh, what? After seeing the log and the cannon, he assumed there's no way there's NATO in here, and now he knows what he's up against, but for a minute he was like, wait, what the heck?
Golden Knight cycled in the back to catch this AQ crossing the bridge. Maybe something else dropped up front. No, decides to just hit that dash. Gonna get a good connection, but the AQ still needs attention. Whew.
Nice pickup there from Morten. First minute of gameplay away, and a little chip in both lanes. And now, of course, Mohamed Light forced to be a little more conservative with those miners.
And that's a great placement there for Morten, even though it is going to give away poison value. Mohamed Light, when the King Tower is activated, he loves to go to that safe spot. It's not the #1 spot, it's the safe spot, one tile lower, if you will. That way the King Tower cannot get on top. And Momo has done that time and time again.
And so Morten, Belly calling it, not the exact deck here, but Bellican said, hey, drill is what he's been best with lately, and here we go with Morten back to the wall. Maybe a little bit of a swerve on the drill theory, but either way, still with this great win condition in this big moment.
Dark Prince here to catch this miner. Valkyrie tanking, though, for the miner, and an Ice Spirit. That Valkyrie gets a swing, and that is a massive swing.
That's a tough call, right? Where do you put that Dark Knight? The Dark Prince, and he just does not quite get it done.
Again, great placement there from Mo. Soaks the charge, keeps the AQ healthy. Morten takes a little bit of chip where and when he can. And now a high executioner does not get on the mortar, though. And now that may, no, it will not splash because of that ability activation.
And a great Dark Prince there to pick up the rest of it. And now we'll go ahead and do double duty on defense, create some pressure in the opposite direction. 37 seconds left right now in regulation.
Drill going in on that right-hand side will be able to take the attention of Momo's mortar here. Is that executioner. And that Golden Knight.
That's a nice poison here out of Mo. Golden Knight should go down. Dark Prince has to come out.
And Mohamed Light is just keeping the pressure up. And look at that again. Morten calls good game.
Wow.
Morten just called good game.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Just not finding any purchase in here with 2 minutes left and sudden death. Behind by about 1,000 HP. It looks like Morten is maybe seeing the end.
Miner goes to the inside. Morten can just not get on offense.
Dark Prince absorbs the Fire Spear. Archer Queen there to hold. And this Archer Queen has just been an absolute problem for Morten. Drill plus Exy on the right-hand side, directly into the Valk.
Valkyrie there to catch that drill. Executioner on top of the mortar.
The Fire Spirit pressure will get a little more chip here. No, picked up by the Dark Prince. And the defensive miner just to really try to set the tone.
Morten needs a miracle here with 80 seconds remaining. He needs Mohamed Light to make a glaring mistake. He misses the NATO, and that might be the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, you understand the idea he was going for there, but the NATO just not pulling the Valkyrie away, instead pulling it directly into that drill.
Archer Queen's on the tower.
Oh, boy.
Mohamed Light is going to be our 2022 champion unless Morten can turn this around.
55.
But he has a mountain to climb.
55 seconds left. Mohamed Light absolutely dialed in, just has to defend, and this crown is his.
45 seconds remain. Everyone on their feet, back here upstage by the booth.
Is there Golden Knight NATO magic available for Morten? Can he make that happen? Archer Queen goes to her ability, and now Drill does create
Archer
some
Queen's
pressure.
on!
Oh,
Mohamed Light is our 2022 world champion!
The Prince of Egypt, now officially the Pharaoh.